Hey guys, Chris from Provo Beast Audio Installation, and in today's video we're going to show you how to replace the factory 6x8-inch coaxial in this 2004 Ford F-150. Now in this install we're going to show you how to remove the door panel and factory speaker. We'll show you at the bench the speaker we're using, including the speaker hardware and harness itself, and we'll come back here to get everything installed. Let's get started. Before we dive into things, a couple of things to note. Obviously, we're on the extended cab. If you have the crew cab, you'll still have a 6x8-inch speaker, and we can put those notes in the description if you're replacing your rear door speaker there. Very similar to the fronts. Being that this is the extended cab, it still uses the same size speaker. Ford uses 6x8-inch speakers, coaxials for the most part on these older generation trucks. Now to get to this one, this grill does not come off. We have to take the full panel off itself. There's some upper panels that have to come off and a few various screws. Then the panel lifts off. Starting here at the top, you can have a panel tool. I have a panel popping tool. You can use vinyl tools. It just depends. Be very careful. There's a couple of clips on both these panels that have to come off. Now what I do is just kind of get behind. There's going to be two clips on this one, 1 and 2, and a tab here at the bottom. This one has about 6 on it. There we are. Now what that's going to expose is a couple of screws here. A 6mm fits these ones. They're identical. Now we have two 6mm here, as well as one up underneath. It's a 10mm. Now using the same tool here, again, or a vinyl panel tool, we're going to carefully pop this up without scratching the panel here. There'll be a clip in the front and then tabs in the back here. We're going to disconnect our harness. There's a 10mm right here in the back. Now here in the grab handle, there's a little cover with a little insert for a flathead screwdriver at the top to open up this panel. We have 2 more screws there inside. These are different. Now this easily just comes right on off. And here at the bottom, you're going to have one more 6mm. This one is the same as the other 2 black screws. So at this point, with those screws out, the panel lifts up and out. Just like so. Now this is a simple coaxial, meaning it's a full range speaker with all frequencies coming out of it. There's no separate tweeter in this door. Now these screws, it's about a 5.5mm, or the right size is technically a 7/32 screw. These are all unique, so these specifically go to the speaker. Pull that out, disconnect your harness, push in the tab, and it slides on out. And there is our speaker here. Now, at this point of time, let's head to the bench to show you the speaker replacement we're going with and the harness adapter needed for the door. Here at the bench, the parts that we're using for the install, first and foremost, are the new speakers we're installing. It's these Alpines S-S57. This is a 5x7 or 6x8. And the mounting tabs here on the speaker accommodate both sizes. This is going to be a great fit for our F-150. Now, this 5x7 comes with spacer for the top, a spacer for the bottom. It comes with universal harnesses here, which is really nice. But the harness that we need specifically for our F-150 today is the Metris 72-5600. Now, mind you, everything comes in pairs. We've already done the driver's side, hence why we have one speaker to replace the passenger side rear door. And fortunately for us, in our case, if we're doing a 5x7 or 6x8, no speaker adapter bracket is needed. This will mount directly to the door. Now, we're going to use this plastic spacer that's up underneath our speaker here, just so it doesn't rattle with metal on. Now, as we prepare our new speaker bracket, we're going to use this to mount back behind the speaker when we mount it to the door. And our speaker harness adapter is very easy and straightforward. We also add some high temperature tested tape just to give these wires a little bit more protection within the door itself. As we flip this on over here, you'll see there's going to be a set of terminals. This simply just hooks on here, nice and tight and snug. just like so. And that's really all we need. Now, if you're doing a 6.5 or a 5.25, there are speaker plate brackets available, and we can link one of those in the description if needed. Since we're doing simply a direct speaker size factory swap, no other adapters needed. So let's head back to the truck to get this installed. Go ahead and plug in our harnesses here. Nice and snug fit. And we'll tuck our harnesses down. Alright, so we got our speaker all in. Now at this point of time we're done with the install. It's a good idea to double check and test it before you reinstall the panel. Once you confirm it does, it's working properly, you can reassemble the door panel in reverse order. Alright, so that's about it for this install. If you have any questions on what we did here, go ahead and post a comment below. If you like any of the parts that we use, we can link them in the description. And if you want to see how we did the front doors or radio or backup camera install, we'll link those videos also in the description for your convenience. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe. We post great content on the channel all the time, and we will see you in the next video.